I'm Lotus. If you're new here, welcome in, and if you're not new here, welcome back. Today, I am continuing my one-part series of me redesigning ddlc characters. Now today, we are going to focus on the last two characters I did not redesign in my last video, Sayori and Natsuki. I apologize if this video is a bit rambly. I did not have time to create a script for this one, and I apologize if you hear my cats in the background because they decide to be extremely noisy as soon as I start recording. Also, apologies for my stutter. I stutter a lot when I am not reading something. Anyway, let's continue on to this video. I do not want this intro to be super long, so yeah. Continuing with the redesigns, I'm going to start off with Sayori, or Sayori, I'm not entirely sure. I don't really have any problems with any of the designs. Originally, I just thought I'd put my own little twist on them. I do apologize if I mischaracterized them in any way, shape, or form. I have not really played this game. I have watched my friend play it, but I haven't really been like tuning into it. I think I watched Jay from the Cub Scouts play through it, but that was like years ago. So I apologize if I get anything wrong or misinterpret any of the characters in any wrong way, but yeah. Going into Sayori's redesign, I mainly just wanted to create a more diverse cast. Now, I do feel like that each character has their own standpoint. Like Monica is very distinct, so is Yuri, so is Natsuki and Sayori. Although I do feel like Yuri does stand out a bit too much. As I said in my last video, I'm pretty sure I stated that since Yuri is the only person that has like purplish or darkish hair, she kind of stands more out than the other characters, which I don't know if that was done on purpose, because I'm pretty sure, spoilers, she's the only character that goes like kind of psycho other than Monica. And so I feel like I wanted to change the characters so they all had like their own unique kind of color more than they already did. So in my last video, if you haven't watched that, then you should go watch it. Self-promo, shameless plug. I made Monica's hair a bit more orange because I felt like Natsuki, Sayori, and Monica had too similar of hair colors. Now Natsuki has like bright pink hair, while Sayori kind of has like this like pinkish auburnish type hair, and Monica kind of has like this like brownish pink hair. But then Yuri has like dark purple hair, and so the contrast of the characters just made Yuri stand way more out than I think she should. And so I made Monica have like ginger hair, and I don't know how far into the speed paint this is, but I did make Sayori have brown hair because I just felt like it would suit her. I also gave her curly hair because I thought it would help with her silhouette, and because I thought like it fit like her more like bubbly, outgoing, kind of bouncy personality. I also feel like if this were like the design to be in the actual game and had actual game sprites, I feel like throughout the playthrough, like her hair would get a bit more disheveled. Like maybe she stops doing like a curly hair routine, and so her hair just gets a bit more frizzy, her hair gets a bit more messy and disheveled looking throughout, from starting off with like really clean curls to like very like frizzy type curls, you know, like when you try to like brush out curly hair and so it just looks like a poof. Like that's kind of like my idea, because with Sayori having depression, it's like that kind of disheveledness does really happen. I would know, I did go through that. Now everyone's depression phase and depression kind of cycle does go like differently depending on who it is and you know who and what you know experiences that person may have, and so the experience and how you may look or how you may like show yourself is completely different. Now this is just from me personally, like I guess like I don't know how you would say projecting onto the character, but I do that with almost all of my redesigns. I'm getting off topic here, but I feel like me redesigning her to have like an open blazer. She doesn't have her tie on, maybe she like forgets it sometimes. And so I also moved her hair bow because I thought like I don't know if this was done like on purpose, but her and Monica kind of have like semi-similar silhouettes with both of them having bows and both of them also having like pinkish type hair. I don't know if that was done like on purpose for like a parody between the two, but I don't know. I moved her bow to be like a kind of like tied bandana type thing, so it kind of looks like a headband, because I'm pretty sure in her original sprite her bow is just sitting there. It's like with Monica's, her makes sense because hers is like tied up in a ponytail, and so like it's keeping her hair down. But with Sayori, it's just there because I'm pretty sure that her original sprite does not have like a headband or like a ribbon to like attach it. It's just there, which that just kind of confused me. And so I made it like a bandana type thingy. I thought it was kind of cute, and I also feel like it kind of like matches her disheveled type personality and look. And so yeah, I think that's really all I have to say about Sayori. I think I spent like an hour and like 16 to 20 minutes on this drawing. I got through all of these pretty fast. I did enjoy drawing Sayori's the most. I think Monica and Sayori's drawing are the ones that like I are most proud of, mostly because I love the rendering on these pieces. They are more like rendered sketches. They're not like lined pieces. I've noticed that like I've enjoyed doing like rendered sketches way more than I do like lining the pieces, because I don't really, it's like in my past videos, please don't watch them, they're very bad. But if you do decide to watch any of my past videos, you can notice that like most of like my line art styles kind of varies from video to video, because I was really just trying to experiment with my style and what I wanted to like do with it. And so I just settled on rendered sketches, and with most of my art, not the lisp, I focused and kind of landed on just like sketching out sketches. In my next video, which will probably be me kind of redesigning or like doing like small changes or like headcanons with the 1980s Mon Yandere simulator rivals, because I wanted to and I thought it was fun. I already have the art done for that video by the time this recording is made, so yeah. Natsuki, out of all of the girls that I redesigned in ddlc, did take the longest. Her speed paint showing to be 2 hours compared to like the hour and a half or like hour and 20 minutes that the other girls had. I'm not sure why. I think it's because I was trying to like add a whole bunch of like elements that I wasn't really comfortable with drawing. I think me adding the tights was a bit one of the things like I wasn't really used to rendering. Also with the braids, I'm not really the best at drawing like different types of like braided hair or like textured hair. I am working on it because I do want to have like a more diverse kind of portfolio. In a way, I want to be able to draw like, you know, black characters with like textured hair, you know, like 4C hair and like box braids and stuff, because I do find those types of hairstyles and like hair types to be very beautiful. And so I do want to try to like expand on that, but that's not the point of the topic. I'm rambling again. I did change Natsuki's hair to be like it's dyed, so like if let's say like throughout the video game, like maybe like her roots start to grow in a bit more, just as like a more human type of trait. I don't know, I thought that was like a cute detail. I think Inkyo did a similar thing, but instead of brunette, they made them blonde. I'll show the title and like an image of the video so you guys can also go check out their channel. I really love of their art. It's like part of what this video is inspired by, so go check them out if you don't already watch them. They are, it's like, I know I'm a very small channel, so not many people will probably see this video, but you know, it doesn't hurt to really try. I did give Natsuki tights and like these like leg warmers on top. Now if you do notice, or if you have played the video game in the past, with ddlc, or if you watched playthroughs like me, I'm pretty sure Monica has like white stockings and like pink shoes because she's supposed to be sentient and she's supposed to like know that she's a video game character. And I'm pretty sure Natsuki like figures that out too, like later in the game, but then gets deleted with the game. And so I did kind of hint at that, though I kind of like changed it where since I didn't like that Monica's bow was white but her stockings were black, I didn't really like that, so I made it to where her stockings were white and her bow was also white, and I just made it to where they all had like basic loafers because that's what I'm comfortable with drawing these types of characters, and I also wanted to kind of improve on that, I guess. And so I made the characters that aren't sentient or don't know that their video characters have black stockings or black tights. Yuri doesn't have that because I gave her pants, but you know, whatever. But since Natsuki does figure out does become sentient later in the game, I gave her white leg warmers to kind of match Monica in that kind of fact. And since I didn't give her a white tie, I gave her a black one to match the hairpins in her hair, just to keep it kind of even throughout the design. I gave her like this like pink, like, what's it called, the spandex thingy, or like this thing because I don't know the name of it, I'm stupid. I gave her a more like still kind of open but still kind of closed off because she's supposed to be a tsundere. I don't like tsunderes. They're one of my least favorite like anime dere stereotypes, but you know. I did kind of like change the rendering of the skirt, I think, throughout the redesigns. I don't really know how I want to like do rendering for certain things. I'm still kind of figuring that out in my art style, but you know, everything is a work in progress. These aren't professional designs. These aren't like finished, like rendered, lined artworks. This is just like sketches and, you know, ideas that I just jotted down in the moment. I did use reference photos and like kind of like traced over the poses because for some reason I've been like struggling with poses lately. I think I mentioned that in my last video, but I think that's all I really have to say with the redesigns in this video. Again, I apologize if I was really rambly or if I didn't really make sense or if I stuttered a lot. I apologize for that. This was like the only time that I really had time to really record this because I have like a really busy weekend since I have like a job now and stuff. I think that's all I have to say, but I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, you can go and check out some of my other artworks on my Instagram and my Twitter, and I also recently made a TikTok. I don't know how often I'll post on there because I already have to post on here, and I also don't really post like as often on my Twitter or on my Instagram, but I do have art that I post there that I do not post on YouTube. So if you do want to see more art of mine, or if you want to commission an art piece from me, you can head over to my Twitter and go through my card, and you can go through all the steps on there. Anyway, I hope you guys have an amazing day, afternoon, or night. I'm Lotus, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. Bye!